Hey guys, it's been a minute again, but we haven't stopped working around here, that's for sure. Once again, realized it's been a little while. I tried to make a few videos and just have kept failing on something I felt like it was worth posting. Decided to come down here and grab the camera out of the other truck. I'm working on a load of hickory up here for a barbecue joint, Cafe Telegraph, up in South County, Oakville area, I guess you could call it, in St. Louis. But I'm gonna get back up here and get to work real quick here. Did a project with my worker the other day. We got the boat set up with a gig and rail. Been able to go out a few times. We've got quite a few fish in the boat, so he's going to after school here, going to try to be a welder fabricator, so I decided to let my worker help me knock that out, just give him something different. He enjoyed it. He actually got to go with me on the river the other night and had a good time. I'll try to put a clip of a couple pictures in from that. Maybe I'll include a couple videos next time I go out. Right now, the river is rather flooded. We had 10 inches of rain here in Missouri in 30 hours, and the entire stretch of the Big River Basin got hit with it. So we're pretty muddy right now. The whole farm here was actually underwater. I couldn't even make it into the woodlot for 2 days. The road flooded me. So luckily, I already had the truck and trailer at my house, and I had it loaded under roof. So I was able to go knock out some deliveries with some dry wood once the rain quit. And now I'm back over here getting some work done. Walk up here to the top and jump back in the skid to set up. And this is a cool one. We're just running the 30-30, busting hickory down straight into the dump trailer to take it. He wants it as green as he can possibly get it, and he wants it bigger. So I used the 30-30 to bust it directly into the dump trailer, and then we go deliver it. These are the good ones. On the back side of the woodlot over here, never really does any justice to how much fill I put in here. There's every bit of a 20-foot drop over here. Now I'm working on getting this big busted up concrete and chunk rock to try to hold in the fill area over there. Had to get the camera, may as well have got a beer while I was at the shop. So we're kind of winding down our day. Let's get after it. Well, earlier today when I came up here, staged up these hickory logs to cut, the skid steer track decided it wanted no more. Cords busted on it. Luckily, the rubber kind of stayed together and held it, and I was able to limp it down to the shop down there. And we had a spare track sitting because we've known that these tracks are on their way out. So I flip-flopped the spare track on there earlier and went home, ate some lunch, and come back, and now we're getting to work. Flip this around and we'll do some live video of this real quick, and I'll probably change it to time lapse in a couple minutes here. There's just not a lot of sense in boring everybody to death. This is how you really make the money here. Handling it as least amount as possible when you can get these orders. Split it green directly into the trailer. From experience, I knew that that one was gonna try to slip out on me. probably saw my beer of choice in my hand, Natty Light. What's everybody else's beer of choice? I'm curious. Oh, that ain't gonna work on that one. Towards the end of this video over here, gonna try to make this one kind of short and sweet, catch everybody up and kick it back out. But I'll take a little tour around the woodlot, update everybody. We've got 17 pallets of hickory stacked up, ready for Colorado. I've got another pile down here behind the trailer. I actually moved there so I can utilize this spot, but that's all ready to go on pallets. Trying to get that load out to Colorado in the next, I would hope next weekend it works out. The flood kind of screwed me up this last weekend getting it finished up, but maybe this weekend I can get the rest of that stuff split down or put on pallets, and the rest of the stuff over there split down to size that I get a full load. Another tree job going on tomorrow. We've got another big white oak tree that we're doing for that same guy up in the city. Same situation, we're topping it down and he's taking the log, but he's the one written the chipper and gonna be carrying all the brush out to the chipper. This is more of a backyard job in Lake St. Louis, so we got to keep it a little more organized and clean than the last one was. So we got a lift for this one. It's a little bit more in depth. It's hanging directly over the house and it's not near as tall, so we don't have the clearance that we had in the last job. We will just have to wait and see how it works out. Hopefully things go smooth tomorrow, and then I get right back in here Saturday. Getting very busy with our deliveries around here. I actually have one of them whole piles over there wiped out. We're getting ready to start into the second pile. Kind of actually gets me a little bit excited. I got to get this spot down here below me where the concrete blocks are. I need to get a little bit more of that big fill like I was talking about, some of that big chunk rock and whatnot. I think I'm going to try to go get some like fall off rock from the quarry. Bring it in, get it over there to help hold that in. I'll set them blocks up on the edge and we're going to move the conveyor down below to start on another pile for 2025. Pile that I had going on up here is about as big as I want it to be. A little bit bigger actually. I just haven't had time to get things moved around and wanted to keep my guys busy and splitting, so we added on to it a little bit more. The processor engine has finally shipped today. I just got word literally as I was walking down there to get the camera that it is shipped. So hopefully next week we have it in our hot hands and I get the time to get it in the processor. Once that happens, we're really gonna go to town. Then I'm gonna start getting some stuff done around here at a better pace, hopefully. Don't know if you noticed, the old conveyor, the very original one, I decided to let it go down the road. It sold in a day. YouTube actually made that sale for me pretty easy. I liked that. The guy was about 4 hours away that wanted to come get it, and he had all kinds of questions, and I was able to direct him to the hay elevator for Firewood video that I have on this page from a while ago. He watched that whole video, and I think another one of the processing videos using it, and called me right back and said he'll take it. I sent him with a few extra parts and showed him what to do when certain things happen. Sent him on his way. This new one that I got over here seems to be working out very, very well still, and I haven't used the old one basically since I've had that one, so I didn't see any sense in it sitting here doing nothing. I'm not at the point where I really need 2 conveyors, and the last thing I want to do is to leave that Honda engine sit for me to start having issues with it, carburetor issues from it not getting run. So, let it go. Get it out of my way too. This time of year, there is a buttload of firewood hitting the Facebook marketplace, and nobody uses Craigslist anymore, but a whole lot of them backyard guys popping up saying they got firewood, so I'm sure everybody's in the same boat I am. You just got to learn how to separate yourself from those types of guys and get the better business. None of them are selling actual seasoned firewood. I haven't seen a single one of them. There's me and one other guy that's in my direct area. There's quite a few guys that are within an hour of me that do a good job like what I do. But most of these ones that I see popping up now are splitting that dead standing firewood, stuff that's been cut in a log since summertime and trying to claim it being seasoned. And anybody that does firewood knows that that just ain't right. They're being upfront with people and telling them what they're selling, more power to them. But I guarantee that next year, about half of them people that buy from these guys are going to be calling a more reputable company like myself or a handful of the other ones, saying the wood they bought last year just wouldn't burn right. They said it was seasoned, but it's not. Most people have to learn the hard way. Part about this hickory is just how stringy it is. There's just no way to get around it. Not when it's green like this. This stuff actually come from a clearing job. This last week I went and got it. The guy down the road was building a pond. We got 2 big dump trailer loads of all hickory. Supposed to be getting in touch with them to go pick up the other stuff too at some point, but we were fighting mud and whatnot, just trying to get this hickory out. Told them that we'd just wait on the other stuff. the little hatchet I got and went through there and tried to bust up all them little ones that were still stuck together in the trailer. Taking on a little tour here. It's a pile for 2025 we just went by, another little patch of logs. As you can see over here, that one pile's all gone. Getting ready to tear into the back side of this one. We're gonna go ahead and come in from right here at the wall and work our way out. This is gonna be the driest stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and snag this cherry log right here. We're gonna add that onto that load. I actually just picked up this one cherry log in part of that load with all the hickory, so it's still fresh. All this other cherry that's here is it's been in log form for about 18 months. So if you know anything about cherry, it's actually lost a lot of its flavor content already, because cherry dries out fairly decently in a log. So we're gonna pitch this one here. Cool thing about the 30-30s is you can move logs around like this. If you actually have a skid steer, that you can still open your door with the arms in the air. You can use it to do your cutting too, hold it up in the air like a mini does for you. I don't ever really have a problem. We're gonna set this down over here. I'm gonna fire the 500 up and whack it into pieces. Stick it on the trailer too. This will get us to a little over a cord for the customer. Typically like to make sure there's a little more than a cord on there for them. Go ahead and make another little loop. That's the small pile of hickory that I got left out of the 2 loads. I've already split some of that into the pile below the wall and the other bits on the trailer now, as you saw. We just went by them. 17 pallets. Some of the cows actually busted a couple of them up. I'm gonna have to redo them, but oh well. I dug into the ash pile here a little bit. Used it for a couple custom orders. Somebody's ordered custom cut type stuff, so I like to use that ash for that since it's pretty dry. Had another load of ash dumped back there in the back from a tree service. This load of post oak came from a tree service, and this black oak right here, I did that, got that from a buddy's house. Tree blew over on him. Pile of small cut, small split ash. That's all down to mostly tennis ball size splits, and it's all between about 12 and 14 inch lengths. That pile of boiler wood needs to go to my dad's. He's already started burning. Getting ready to order some more millings and get a nice top coat on the whole lot, smooth it back out. On another note though, it's pretty nice. We literally had 10 inches of rain here Monday through Tuesday. I guess it started Sunday night, but Sunday night through Tuesday midday, right at that 30-hour mark or whatever, we had 10 inches of rain. It's Thursday right now, around 30 hours after it finally quit, and I'm up here in the woodlot not even worrying about mud because it's all rock. I'm telling you, the rock just will really pay for itself at the end. I'm gonna hop out of here, jump on the 500, cut this up real quick and finish this off. We'll wrap it up with that. In other news, I've got a new toy on the way. Robin up there at Triple S Saws in Iowa, he's gonna be building me a ported 500. Hopefully to be here in December, so getting pretty excited about that. I just mailed off the check this week to start that build. I can't wait to get that in my hands.